21st. Last Monday was Blue Monday, when we were all supposed to be down in the dumps. But today, January the 25th, is supposedly Doom Day, where we're all in the mood for a row. Oh, yes, 9 out of 10 couples are likely to argue today. Apparently, this is because after the highs of Christmas and New Year, January means bad weather, money worries, lack of sleep. Getting worst of all on the last Monday before payday, which apparently is today. So, are you up for a row today, Sherry?
Well, I tell you what, I think, isn't January horrible? Do you realise it's 4 weeks since Christmas Day? And it's dark, it's gloomy, the bills are in, the tax is in. I mean, what is there to hope for? Nout. And the thing is, it's true, isn't it? It just you go, oh, my God, what else is there? And, you know, summer will be here in a minute, obviously, so we'll be all right. But, you know, we've got to get through. But I did have a row. Right. I did have a big row. But I live on my own, so it was with myself. So I'm in the mirror going, are you sure? Do you really want to talk to me like that? Just don't speak to me. And in the end, I slammed the door and I thought, that'll teach her. Because I can't bear it. I can't bear rows, even with myself.
But what were you rowing with yourself about, Sherry?
Oh, do you know, all sorts of things. It really got on my nerves that I don't do things when I should do it. And I'm saying, you know, you should have done that. Well, I can't do that. You see, I've got to do that. Well, you should have done that. How you can't have it. So I go on for hours.
So you gave yourself a good talking to.
I certainly did.
And you wonder why you live on your own.
Exactly. It's true that, Lisa. You're right. Oh.
Oh, don't worry, we always have a nurse like Nurse Ratchet just standing outside Sherry with a pill.
Well, you don't seem that grumpy today. You said you nearly had a row this morning.
What, like I normally am? Shut up, Andrew McLean. I did nearly have a row this morning. I was travelling down with my son. And I went to the station and I went to the fast-track ticket machine to get the, you know, because it's already been paid for, the ticket to come out. And it was out of order. So I just casually went to the window and said, it's out of order, what do I do? And he went, don't know. And I went, sorry, is this a flower shop or a ticket office? You know, with a grumpy face there. And I just said, I'm not going to buy another ticket because it's already paid for. He went, you'll have to go to the supervisor. Like that. So off we trot to the supervisor, and the supervisor, who was much nicer, but said, it's not my job, love, it's the ticket office. You know that thing when everybody's just so unhelpful? So I went to Matthew, right, come on, I'm going back down to the ticket office now. And you know when you're actually planning your argument in your mind. Anyway, Matthew was much more sensible than me. Yeah. Calmed me down and took me.
You are once aroused, though, aren't you? You do.
You do.
I was at her house the other day, and little Tim comes in. Oh, little Tim. And he's doing nothing. He's doing absolutely nothing. And she says to him, where do you think you're going? And he went, I'm going on my bike. You're not going on your back. You should have done this, you should have done... And poor little...
Poor little Tim. Poor little Tim. This is what everybody says, poor little Tim. But secretly he's going... And then he goes to people... What? Can you believe this?
He did.
What?
But did you actually
No,
have a row?
because he'd said that he was going to do something for me in the house, which we'd planned to do, and I was going house hunting with Sherry. And then suddenly he comes in looking like ridiculous... unhairy biker to get on his bike and says, I'm just going out to get such and such for an hour. And I said, no, you're not. You're not doing anything. You just basically want to go out in your midlife crisis with your stupid leathers on to go like that. She's just going, oh, poor little Tim.
What would be wrong with... What is wrong with that?
He just said that, so they went, oh, aye, pet.
That's what he does.
I love it. I could live with Tim, because I don't row now I live in the country.
Why don't you row?
Because everything's sort of calmer. I mean, honestly, Paul and I have not had a ruck since we've moved.
Really?
Yeah, everyone's slower and you just kind of go, do you know what? You know, the garden looks nice and it's lovely. Nothing bothers me anymore.
How long have you lived in the country,
give it a
Lisa?
fortnight,
Exactly.
3 weeks.
In 3 weeks. Tune in later. No, Steve and I had a row on Friday, which is quite strange because we're actually getting on really well at the moment. Makes it sound like we normally don't, but you know we're just normal. And no, we are. No, we are. Do you know, since coming back from honeymoon, I won't let him go in the snoring. Yes, that's how much better we are.
Oh. Yeah. Does that mean he's not snoring, or you just fancy him more?
Yes. Anyway, moving on. We were rowing, but do you know what it was? He was rowing with himself. He was getting himself into a real spiral. And I was going, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're... And in the end, I went, do you know what? I'm not going to do this. I'm going to go have a shower. And when I come down, hopefully you'll have forgotten about it. He went, Now you're just antagonising me. How am I antagonising you? By walking away?
Just, if he argues with himself, imagine him and Sherry in a house, he'd just be hearing, like, stereo rowing going on. Different rooms.
God. Anyway, so yeah, he had a fine old row with himself. There we go. It was great, because it just means I'm right, you know. Are you watching?